Yo guys, Jason, I have a replay for you guys. It was a pretty decent battle. I made a different team because my boy Peter was like, you always use the same team and you suck because of it. And he said that the rabbit spinners suck, so I should build a team without a spinner. So I was like, okay, we built a team. I didn't really like it that much, but I'm going to use it. But I built this team last night at like 1 a.m. and I was pretty pleased with it. And in this game, you have to understand that you can't win every game and you can't counter everything in the UU metagame. That's just how 5th and I'm assuming 6th gen is gonna work. There's just too much stuff to take care of, and no matter how well you play or how bad or good the other player is, if you're on your A game and you're getting hacks, there's nothing you can do about it. And what you have to do, as Joey would say, is embrace it. So last night I was so upset, didn't even play. I was gonna narrate this, but I feel like a lot of PokeTubers and just Pokemon players in general get really like pissed when they lose to hacks, and they should be. But I think like misery loves company. So if you guys know that even regular players like me get hacks, I feel like you guys will, you know, feel a little bit better about yourself. So I'm on the other side. Here's gonna lead off with the Victini. I'm gonna lead off with my specially defensive Mew. I know I can take any hit from Victini, so I go right for the soft boil. Now the way he brought in his Cofagrius leads me to believe that he's like the Nastrum set. So I go for the taunt, and his Shadow Ball does like 40% to me, 43%, so I know that he is Nastrum. So I'm gonna go to my Cobalion, my max attack, max speed taunt Cobalion to prevent other hazards up. Now that Frost Nest isn't gone, Cobalion is gonna be really good. So I taunt. I know he's gonna go predict me to switch out, so I know he's gonna go for the Draco Meteor because the specs Hydro Pump is too obvious. So yeah, I take it because I'm a Steel type. Now I know that baits him to go into Rhyperior because his only opportunity to get rocks up is to switch into it at my Cobalion. And I switch on my Roserade, and now I know he's going to switch into his Rizion because he needs Rhyperior for my Arcanine, so I go for the Sludge Bomb. So yeah, he got his ass predicted. Here, I know he's going to go for the U-turn, but Abandoned U-turn is still going to do like a 50-60% to my Roserade, and I don't want that. Now here, I don't need my Cobalion, so I'm just going to leave it in for fodder because nothing wants to switch into HJK. So now I go to my Arcanine, just so I can go into my Roserade, because this is, again, another opportunity for him to go into Rhyperior to get his rocks up. So then here, I'm just going to pause it with the Leaf Storm, because even if his Victini switches in, as it does, it can't. What's good about this is because what I can do is get an Intimidate on it with Arcanine, and then switch into my Suicune so I can take V-Creates or Bolt Strikes even better. And because the reason why I didn't go for the Sludge Value even though I know he's going to switch out is because I want his Victini to live so I can set up on it. So I go to my Suicune and it's only going to be doing like... Oh, so he goes to my Suicune and he goes to his Kingdra, which is perfect. So now I'm going to go for the Calm Mind because I know Draco does like 70% max. So after one Calm Mind, unless he gets a crit, I can survive the other one and just rest up. So that's exactly what I'm going to do as he fodders off his Victini, which is great for me because now I have +1 special attack, +1 special defense, and a max HP. Well, mostly max HP and mostly max defense. So I know I can take hits even from main Chow. So all I need to do is get a Scald, but of course I get the Calm Mind. And he goes to the HJK and it does 44%. He hits another HJK, which is pretty okay, I guess. And then, fortunately, I get the rest. Now here, I'm going to switch, I believe, into my Mew, because I know I can take a hit. Not very well, but I can take the hit because I'm especially defensive. I'm just going to softball here as he goes into his Rhyperior. Now I know that this taunt is too obvious, so he's going to predict me to think that he's going to go right for the Earthquake. So I am just going to go for the taunt, thinking he's going to go for the Stealth Rock, thinking I'd over-predict. So yeah, that's great. Now I go for the Will-O-Wisp. I hit, but that Will-O-Wisp didn't really matter because Rhyperior cannot touch my Suicune, and Rhyperior cannot touch my Mew. So, yeah. So now he Dragon Tails me into my Suicune, and now here I thought he would stay in because his taunt wears off and this is his only opportunity to get rocks, assuming that I get the rest or the Calm Mind, but instead he opts to switch into his Kingdra. Now I don't need main Chow because he has his own main Chow, who I'm assuming is Jolly, and he's Cofagrius, and unless I find out his main Chow is Adamant, I'm not going to risk, it's no use risking the speed tie. So I go to my main Chow is Death Fodder. Now I go to my Mew so I can sponge up a hit. I go for the Will-O-Wisp and I freaking miss. And this is important because basically I had to put Cofagrius in a range where Roserade can take it out. And what I do need is 2 burn damage after after lefties to be able to Ocon with Leaf Storm. So now here I soft boil up as I go for the taunt. Make sure he doesn't set up the Nasty Room. So here I go into my Roserade because I know I can take a hit, and then now I go for the Leaf Storm as he fodders off his Rhyperior, which is great for me. So now it's looking good. I'm up 4-3. and I'm in control of the battle. Now he's gonna go into his main shout. I know the U-turn is really obvious, so I am gonna switch to my Arcanine because I don't want Rosary to take the hit because I need it's my win condition at this point unless I can get another rest up with Suicune. Here I go for the extreme speed instead of the wild charge for the close combat because I didn't want to risk him being timid because I know some people run timid Kingdra just to beat rain abusers. So here I was thinking he'd switch to his main shout because he really has no use for it because I have 3 things that can take hits very well, but instead he just stays in Dragon Pulse as I fodder off my Suicune. So here I know because I'm special defensive Mew, I take absolutely garbage from that Dragon Pulse. So I'm just going to softball to a point where I can get a side shock off and I can just take him out. So yeah, I take him out with the side shock and now I'm at a considerable amount of HP. Yeah, so he goes to Cofagrigus. Again, I'm going to taunt. No, I'm going to Will-O-Wisp because all I need is a little bit of damage on this so then I can switch out. But yeah, he gets a special defense drop. Alright, I go for a soft foil. Alright, and then on top of that he gets another special defense drop, and then I just want to see if I hit a Will-O-Wisp, and I don't, and so now because I'm in those Will-O-Wisp misses, I can't survive with Roserade, and because of that I can't Ocon with Roserade, and because of that Will-O-Wisp misses before, yeah, I'm not going to be able to do anything because basically I would have been able to keep Suicune around. I would have been able to fodder off my Roserade because he didn't need if once Cofagrigus is gone, Roserade's job was to take out Rhyperior, Verzion, and Cofagrigus, and after that that was game because Specs Kingdra cannot touch a Crocoon, Main Shout cannot touch my Mew, so I basically only needed those 2 as my sweepers. So yeah, that was retarded as hell. I was a little bit salty because he's pretty good, but I mean I'm pretty good too, as cocky as that sounds, but like I know what I'm doing. And the fact that this man hacks his way to victory is a bit ridiculous, but I don't know, I've seen some other ridiculous stuff, like saw a video of Poke AMD getting hacks in UU, or like his Tornadus, someone in his Tornadoes like flinched him and stuff, but yeah, so that's that. Thank you guys for watching, and if you guys ever have a problem with hacks, you just send me a PM, tell me your story, make you feel better about yourself, so yeah, I'll catch you guys later, thanks.